Soon to be kicking off Memorial Day weekend, and we've got some untold stories returning to the Florida Theater next Thursday. The latest installment's theme is Trail, and here to tell us all about it, Barbara Colaciello,
Good
art-
morning.
artistic director, host of Untold Stories, owner of Babs Lab, and just an amazing individual with care, love, joy, and rich with talent. I'm just going to add that. That's my personal thing. We've also got Anna Jacobson, winner of the most story slams and grand slams at Babs Lab.
Good
So
morning.
so good to see you again. And I always hated that we only have this short window because you guys are storytellers and you should just have like hours to do this. Barbara, the trail is the theme. What a unique thought, but it could mean a lot of different things. What's behind it?
Exactly.
What's behind it?
Exactly. That's why I picked it so that different storytellers will attack it in different ways. And at the time, I was thinking of the Emerald Trail
Mhm.
that people are talking about that's happening. But it just allows storytellers to really go in a lot of different directions and develop it, and that's what's important. And when I love that when people come, they don't know what to expect, and these
Yeah.
stories unfold, and uh, they're funny. Some of them are dramatic. Uh, it's just listening to. It's the best listening room in Jacksonville, right? Florida Theater.
Oh, it's fantastic. And I love that you paint a canvas that leaves room for the imagination because so much of life is predicated upon what we're going to hear, see before we allow our imagination to explore. And you're doing that by painting this picture. Anna, you've been teaching for almost 3 decades. How is the art of storytelling that you do so incredibly well and teaching intertwined? We talked about education and the importance of food security, but there's also the storytelling that comes from education.
The art of teaching is the art of storytelling.
Yeah.
In my classes, kids come in kind of prepared to resist stories in a way.
Yeah.
We're used to easy access stories. We're used to stories that are very simple that come in a quick soundbite. And the real stories, the worthwhile stories, have all of this depth and complexity and also a vulnerability to them. And one of the things that's kind of magical in a classroom is when I can sense that the energy is getting kind of low, I will say to the kids, can I tell y'all a story?
Yeah.
And the energy changes immediately. And you know the classroom is really rolling when the kids start coming in and they're like, "Hey, Miss J, I have a story." And that's one of the great things about the Florida Theater is it is a moment where it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your education level, it doesn't matter you have a story and you come together with these other people and you weave this incredible tapestry and you see in Jacksonville some of the most everyday things are combined with some of the most magical things, and it really sacred space.
And if you're active on any form of social media, storytelling has over the last 12 to 18 months really become commoditized. And I think in some ways, it evaporates the true power that you're talking about because the stories are being written every day. We just need to pause and take a chance to pay attention. Barbara, that's what you're doing. You're giving folks a chance to pause, pay attention.
Put brackets around a moment.
And so talk real briefly about that moment. What can people expect from the event who maybe have never been?
Um, they can expect everything and everything. Um, we also have a music segment, so
Okay.
we have a storyteller
Mhm.
who is creating music around the theme. Um, it's different rhythms in the evening. It's just real intimate. You feel like you're in someone's living room,
Yeah.
and the storytellers are vulnerable. They have to be willing to share things that they don't necessarily share with their friends.
Yeah.
So it's a discovery process.
So you're coming into, just to kind of shape this for folks, you're coming into this large theater experience, but you're immediately stepping into this living room.
Absolutely.
And I've likened it to I'm walking in with a group of people who I don't know, and it's a group hug.
Right, and we're seeking the curious.
Okay. So, that's how we're gonna close this. That is that is almost fantastic. Let's talk about some details before we wrap. The event is Trails. It's Thursday, May 29th at 7:30 PM at the Florida Theater. Anna, advice to somebody listening who wants to be a storyteller?
Come to Bab's Lab. Come to the Story Slams. Put your voice in the mix. That is all there is to it.
And Barbara, real quickly, Babs Labs. how do people engage?
That is at Cork Arts District. You can find me. I have a website, Instagram, Facebook. Just
Mhm.
put Babs with apostrophe lab, and yeah, I'm all over media. Like you can find me.
All right, I'm gonna admit I'm a fan, so this is totally me propping this out. But if you've never participated, gone to, paid attention to, I highly encourage you to do so. It's Trails, Thursday, May 29th, 7:30 p.m., Florida Theater. Whatever you think storytelling is that you've experienced, this is either akin to the most special version of it, or it's something brand new that you've never experienced before. So, Barbara Colaciello and Anna Jacobson, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's our program.